Hey guys, welcome back to Board Bob, outstanding in his field. So the reason I'm here is off to the side here. We got something we're going to look at today. So in the last episode, we did one more step towards getting blue science, and today we are on the last piece of that puzzle. All 14 ingredients after this will be ready, and then we can put them all together and we can do blue science. So the last thing we had to do, we have to make red circuits. So let's take a look at just exactly what goes into making a red circuit in Seablock. All right, so we're going to start at the red circuits. So red circuits require advanced circuit boards. They require green circuits, which we are making. They require aluminum plate, which we just started last episode. And we need copper cable. So here we go. We got copper cable. We got aluminum plate. We got green circuits. Now we need that red board. That red board comes from resistors, transistors, the substrate, and solder. Now we are making solder. We are making resistors. So we're going to make transistors and we're going to make the red board. Let's go in the direction of the red board first, and then we'll look at transistors. So the red board, it needs a white board. It needs copper plate, which we are making. It needs tin plate, which we are making. And it needs ferric chloride solution, which we are not making. So we got copper plate. We got our tin plate. And then we got the white board itself. And we got our ferric chloride. So let's look at ferric chloride, and then we'll go to the right. All right, so ferric chloride made in a chem plant. It is hydrochloric gas and iron ore. So we have to bring down some iron ore to put in here, and we have to bring in hydrochloric gas. So we're going to make hydrochloric gas. And hydrochloric gas, or hydrogen chloride gas rather, comes from chlorine gas and hydrogen gas. Now, if you remember, we just did the process with silver that is creating chlorine gas. And I started to just void that. Well, I went and put a tank up there, and we're collecting that now because we're going to need it for this. So we're going to pipe it into this. The hydrogen we're already making as part of our electrolyzing for slag. So that's the gas part of this, or the liquid part of this, the ferrous liquid. So let's look at the white plate. The white plate, requires rosin, and it requires a wooden board. So wooden boards are pretty simple. It is wood in a factory, makes the wooden board. Rosin, there's a few different ways to make it, but since we're going to bringing wood down anyway, and since we got a bunch of wood, we are going to go to the bioprocessor, and we were going to make rosin. So that gives us our rosin, that gives us our board, that gives us our red board, which gives us our next level of red board, which gives us our red circuit. So now the other thing we need is transistors. Transistors are where it gets a little complex. All right, so transistors need a silicone wafer, a silver wire, and a plastic bar. None of these we are making. So let's go down here and follow silicone. So silicone wafer comes from monosilicon. And monosilicon is made in a casting machine, and it is made from two ingredients. It is made from molten silicone and a monosilicone seed. It's kind of like what you do with chocolate when you temper chocolate. It forms crystal structure in the chocolate kind of thing. That's what we're doing here. We're making silicone chocolate, I guess, if you will. So we have to take our silicone ingot and we have to turn it into molten silicone, right? So that's gonna get us that part of it. Then we also need to get the seed. Well, the seed comes out of another casting machine, and it's the same molten silicone, but it needs nitrogen gas, and I guess that's to form the crystals. So we go ahead and melt our silicone and nitrogen gas. What we're going to do is we're going to take an air filter, and the air filter is going to give us compressed air, right? And then compressed air, we put that in a chem plant, and we split that into nitrogen gas and oxygen. So we will put the oxygen back into our system. The nitrogen gas will come up here into there. That's going to give us our silicone wafer. So there's that part of transistors. Next part of transistors is silver wire. Silver wire is pretty simple, straightforward. It's a copper wire and a silver plate. We're now making silver plates, copper wire. We've been making copper and copper wire for quite some time. So those go in. There's that. Next item is plastic. Plastic can be made in several ways. We're going to do liquid plastic and turn that into plastic bars, and that gets done in a factory. How do we make liquid plastic? The way we're going to do it is we're going to take propane gas. Propane, I guess, because there's no A in it. And we're going to turn that into plastics in a liquefier. How do we get that gas? Well, here's where the fun comes in. All right, so we need steam, and we need methanol gas. Well, steam's easy. We got a steam. We got a boiler. We got water. We got fuel. We got steam. Right. So there's the steam part. Also, this is going to make this waste gas. I think it's residual gas is what it's called. I don't know what we're going to use it for right away. I do know there are some recipes that call for it, so we're going to start tanking it right away. All right, so that leaves us with methanol gas. So methanol gas is made in a liquefier, and it is made from cellulose fiber. Now, we could truck in brown algae and green algae and what have you and make cellulose fiber. But we're already bringing wood down, so we're going to take wood, put it in a factory, turn that into cellulose fiber. So there it is. That is red circuits. Quite a bit goes into it, but that's going to give us the last thing we need for blue science. Speaking of science, we are completely out of accessible research. Everything else now needs red, needs blue, and we do not have the blue yet. So we are out of research that we can access. So let's go ahead and take this up, and we're going to put it, for the time being, right in here. We've got this space right in here. It's going to give us easier access to most of our materials. Some of them we are going to have to carry down here because we don't have a way to get through this mess. It's just gotten too much spaghetti. I don't know if we're going to be able to get through it. The trees we can bring down because the trees are here. We can bring that down and start that on the bus so we can actually have trees on the bus, and then we can grab it over there from there. So, like I say, so we're going to put it over in this area because this is our labs anyway, and we're going to be making our blue science. So let's go ahead and scoop this up. Now, I have already turned this into a blueprint, so all we got to do is just grab all this stuff up and go up here closer and put it down. And then we got to figure out how to route it all. So, like I said, I put all my wood on the right hand, wood inputs on the right hand side. So if we put this somewhere over here, we can kind of start bringing the wood in. We're going to leave ourselves some room. I don't know how much room we're going to need to route stuff and how much room we're going to need to make blue science. So we're going to move it over here a little bit, give ourselves some working room, and we're going to put her down. We're going to go ahead and let it do its thing. And then once all of that is down, we can start routing in all of the other things that we need. Right? All right, so first thing we want, let's bring our wood. Let's get wood on the bus. So now that we've got that down and we've got all that empty space, let's go ahead and pick this stuff up so we can go ahead and start hooking this up. So in keeping with our way of doing things, we're going to go ahead and go to the first free row in the bus, and we're going to come up here. We're going to take a splitter. We're going to split off the wood, and we're going to bring it right down here, which is of course going to cause us nightmares later when we try to route other stuff through it. But for right now, we are going to do what we're going to do. And that gets us our wood. Now we've got wood, giggity. And we just got to bring it over. And we're just going to bring one line over. I don't think we need to worry about bringing a whole bunch over right now. We just need the one line to come over. We're not going to be making a lot of this to start. Like I had mentioned in the last episode, we are to the point now where we really need to start considering how we are going to route things and what have you. So we're going to have to move our material production over. So that's going to start being an issue. And we're going to have to redesign that. So there we go. We're going to split one off there for that wood. And then we're going to come up a little bit. And we'll split another one there. And then that will go here and here. Now we could have split it closer, I guess. You know what? Let's split it closer. Let's split that closer, shall we? Splitter, splitter, splitter. There we go, splitter. There. And there we go. So let's get rid of this. Put it in there. All right, so there is our wood coming down. Get rid of that. All right, so we got our wood connected. Next, we need fuel. And fuel we have right over here, right next to our wood. So we're going to go here. Take a splitter. Jump the bus. Jump the bus. Come over with our fuel. And that's going to come up here. So we're going to go ahead and give ourselves enough space, or as much space as we can. I don't know about enough space. We'll find out whether it's enough space or not, won't we? All right, so there's those two inputs. Next, we need, this is silicone. So we're going to have to bring silicone down. Now, can we snake silicone down through here? And we might well be able to. Right down through there, across to there, and right to there. What do you think? Let's try this. Bring it. Yeah, we can bring it here. we can widen this by 1. Not, you know, that's going to do much for us, but it'll do something for us. And then we can open this up. So that'll come down there, over there, down there, down. Oops, let's do it. Let's do it here. Right? Can we jump both of those? Yes, we can. There we go. All right, so that'll go there. Comes down here. Now's where we have to really start kind of jumping things. All right, let's see. That won't reach, right? Nope, that won't reach. But this will. And then that will. So there is that. That comes down there. We'll bring it straight down for now. Jump our wood and our charcoal. Bring it down a little further. Bring one that way. One that way. Put a splitter there. Oh. All right. There we go. It's not pretty, but it works. So that will give us our silicone, right? So then we can take out the 2 chests, now that we know those are inputs. Go up here, we can get our silicone flowing. While we're up here, we're going to pick up some more belts. We need this. So there is our silicone. Let us pick up some belts. Had to give us some belts. Do we need some more? We definitely need some more undergrounds. Grab another pile of undergrounds. You know what? We'll grab 2 piles of undergrounds. We'll get rid of the scrap stuff that we've got down here that we can insert by hand. Get it out of our inventory. So there's that. Because most of the stuff was part of the formulation stuff anyway, so we can do that. And that takes care of that one. This one was copper plates and tin plates. So copper plates, tin plates. This was resistors and solder. So resistors and solder. I wish when it did the blueprints, it remembered what was in a chest, but I understand why it doesn't, but it would be nice if it did. There is a way around that. You can use combinators and tell it. I thought we had copper wire. There's copper wire. So we need copper wire. And we need a silver plate. We'll just put them all in there for right now. I think we're going to need it someplace else. But for right now, that'll be that. We need aluminum plate, copper wire, and green circuits. So we need copper wire, aluminum plate, green circuits, right? So that's those inputs. Those are gas inputs. So that's all the chests that are filled. So we can get rid of the extra of this if we've got any. So let's put the greens in there. I think that's everything else that we can get rid of for right now. Looks like, okay, there we go. So we've got that coming in, we've got that coming in, we've got those coming in. That is just going to suck air and bring it in. We are going to, for right now, just dump the oxygen. We will take it over and put it into the system. This is just kind of a placeholder. So that's good. This is water. This is fuel. That's going to be our wood coming in. That's going to be our output. So that's the plastic into there. That's the silicone into there and the nitrogen into there. We need the copper wire. We need copper, and we need the silver and the aluminum. And we need green, copper. All right. So this is tin plate. Let's see where our tin is. Do we have tin on the belt? If we have tin, or on the bus. If we have tin on the bus, we can bring tin over. We have copper on the bus. We can certainly bring copper. I think that's tin. I think that's tin right there. That is indeed tin. So there's the tin, there's the copper. We can bring them over. So jump that out. Jump that out. And then that there. We'll bring that. And then that there. Jump that out. We'll bring that. And then we need green circuits. So we need this. Jump that out. Jump that out. Jump. Might as well jump all three of them out. We could get away with just jumping two of them, but we'll jump all three. And then that jumps the bus there. Jumps the bus there. So there's our green circuits coming in. We got copper coming in that we can turn into copper wire for these two locations and then put the rest up there. So let us grab, well, let's bring it closer and then we'll see where we need to be. Bring it over here. This is going to work out better than I thought it was. All right. So, we need green circuits to go up here. right? We need copper wire to go here and here. So if we jump this out of the way, we can split the copper. And then we can bring one leg of copper up here. And turn it into copper wire. Gazouta, gazinta, gazinta, gazouta. Wire. Oh, wait a minute. It's not copper wire. It's copper cable is what they call it. There we go. And then that can come up and be split here. Bring one up here. Bring one across. There we go. So there's going to be our copper cable. And then our copper can go up there. And our green circuits can go there. It's a shame they are pretzeled, but that's life. We will have to pretzel them. Where's the copper cable? Or where's the copper plate, rather? Right here. Oh, wait. All right, let's do this. Let's give ourselves space. You guys probably saw that coming. And were yelling at me for it. Probably saw that coming too. As you guys know, I'm famous for that sort of crap. It's still twisted, but it'll work. We'll just jump when we get up there. So, up and over. There's our tin plates. So now we need aluminum, silver, and iron ore. And I think that is lottie-dottie everybody. Now, aluminum we may be able to bring down because aluminum's pretty close. Aluminum is right here, actually. So, where can we run aluminum? We can run aluminum down this way for the time being. Oh, we're going to need more belts. We'll jump that. And we'll jump the inserter. And we'll jump that. Right. That's going to give us our aluminum. So there's our aluminum into there. So that's going to leave us silver, which is all the way at the top. So we're going to have to hand carry, I think, a big box of silver down here. And iron ore, which is in the middle of all of this mess. So that's going to get ugly to try and bring down here. Iron ore is here. Oh, incidentally, I turned off my iron production here. We're still getting this little bit that's coming out of here. And if we need to, we can turn on the iron ore production up here. But we've got so much iron plates, it's not funny. And turning this off is not affecting anything else. It does not seem to be the case anyway. So what I did is I turned them off, but I did put a crate in line, a chest in line, so that we can snag up this iron ore and bring it down to that production. I did the same thing with silver. I actually put one in for all of the ores. I'm now capturing all of the ores because I don't know if we're going to need more ore later or not. It looks like we might. So there's that. Now, the only other thing we have to bring down here, other than electricity, is we have to bring down our chlorine gas and our hydrogen gas. Now, hydrogen gas is easy. It's on the bus already. We just have to go grab it off the bus. So let's line ourselves up here. And go find our hydrogen. Do I have any pumps? I do have some pumps. We're good. All right, so we're going to tap hydrogen. Right, and that should give us our hydrogen, and we are going to set up to tap our chlorine gas. And what we'll do is we will go over here to the bus, we'll get it tapped into the bus, and then we'll go up and connect it to the bus. So we will have to find a blank spot in our bus. Easy peasy. We have some. We don't have any more pipes, but we do have stone with us. Will that give us enough? Will that give us enough And now we got to wait for making pipes. All right, well, while we're doing that, let's go back over here, drop everything in our inventory off. I think we're close. Well, you know what? Let's run power. While we're waiting, let's do power. So, and let's start using the medium poles where we can. That may have everybody covered. I think that's got everybody covered. All right, we will find out in a minute. Let's go ahead and run the rest of these pipes. Now, we may have screwed ourselves and made too many undergrounds and used up all of our straight pipes. So, let's see where we're at. All right, and line this one up there. Right, so there's the next one in line. If we go up here and we hook her up, I probably should have thought ahead and connected to this to the bus as soon as we had it set up and cooking, but I did not do that. Because, you know me and best laid plans of mice and men and all of that mess. Oh, wait. Are we not making it here? Oh, it's aluminum. Well, even better, because that's closer. We don't have to put it on the bus. It's aluminum, isn't it? Or is it? I thought... Alright. I thought we were making this somewhere. Craft. Red circuits. Craft. Let's follow this backwards. We're working on these boards, working on and Zisteau. No. All right, hang on. Let's go down here. Oh, it's right here. Duh. It's part of aluminum. It's right here. You guys are probably laughing at me the whole time. All right, I'm an idiot. I knew there was a reason I put this over here. And this is it. Because we can do that. We don't have to tap into our bus. So let's get rid of this. Take the long walk out to the desert. And I think that is everything except for silver and iron at this point. We will make sure And then we will dump all our stuff, and we'll go get a load of each and make sure that this works. So let's put everything down. All right. So we got both of those coming in. They're going to go there. We got iron to bring in. We got wood coming here. Okay, we got 4 things we're going to have to bring in. We're going to have to bring in resistors, because I don't think they are on the bus. In fact, I know they aren't. We may put them on the bus, because I think we can sneak them through here. We could put them on the bus. I might do that off camera. I might snake them through. But we need the resistor input, we need the solder input, and we need the aluminum and the iron input. It looks like everything else is good to go. All right, so make sure we got everything put down. I will be back in just a second. I'm going to go up and bring these back down. I'm not going to bore you guys with it. We'll do it off camera. All right, see you in a second. All right, guys, so we are back. I just dropped off the silver that we do have. We don't have quite a full chest, but we got everything else is full. So let's grab ourselves some power poles and let's test the system and see if it works. Fingers crossed that this does everything we want it to do. I don't see why it wouldn't. Other than not having power hooked up. Did I miss any other power? Doesn't look like it. All right. Now we just have to wait and see if a red circuit comes out. And if a red circuit comes out, then we're golden. And it looks like we're waiting on transistors. Right? And it looks like we just got our silicone wafer. So we're waiting on plastic. I see plastic coming through the steam cracker. I see plastic coming into here. Did that give us, well, it gave us 20. How many do we need? We need 40. So it's got to spurt again. There it is. There's plastic going into there. Looks like we're making a transistor. How many transistors do we need? We need 4 transistors. It looks like it's making a circuit board. Circuit board goes in. How many circuit boards do we need? We need 2. But it looks like we've got everything else. There we go. Yes, we are making our first red circuit. So there it is, guys. We are now making red circuits. Now we can move on to blue science. Now, what I am going to probably do is I am probably going to try and find a way to snake the silver, the solder, the resistor, and the iron ore down here. I'm not going to suffer you guys to do it on camera. I'm going to do it off camera. I will fight with it and struggle with it. I think the hardest one is going to be the iron ore because of where it is located. The resistors and the solder I can put on the bus. The silver I can probably manage to get it on the bus and do it that way. So there it is, guys. We are now making red circuits. We've already got 5 of them. Next episode, blue science. We put this all together. All the shit that we've been working towards. We will have to make a little bit of a glass factory, but glass is pretty simple and straightforward to make. We shouldn't have too much of a problem making that. And we will go from there. All right, guys, so I will see you in the next episode, and we will make ourselves some blue science, and we'll get our science back going. All right, bye.